Hey, I'm hoping everything is working right, and hopefully you can see the screen. All right. This will be 2 Samuel 24, chapter 24. And what I'm doing here is finding the first writer's formats. Now, when I say I'm writing hey, I don't know what's going on here. Sorry about that. Um, okay, YouTube there. Which is okay, but I don't know about the vertical. So the thing here is the vertical still giving me problems. So if you actually see this video, please comment. Then that way I know that the video come about. YouTube does not let us see them. They only let us comment on them right now. So, and I forgot to set up the chats here. So, because I did get this to work once and only once so far, where I could see their chat, see the chat right now. OBS, when I'm opening it up to broadcast, there's another another of my videos, old ones, post in there, and it's created by YouTube, and I can't get rid of it. And so I've had to email them, and it'll probably take a couple weeks. So when I'm talking about the formats that I'm finding, let me go back up here and show you. This is a 3-verse format here. And what I'm doing is I'm using 2 major words to complete a verse with the least amount of small words to connect them. So you can see how I'm writing these verses. Now, what's unique about the 3-verse format is that this one, first one, is like a statement, and this one becomes a longer sentence when connected to this one that explains the statement. Not every writer is really good at this. The better ones, it's obvious that what I'm saying here. But this makes a small paragraph. And when I find another like set that's right beside it, or be next to it, or needs to be moved to it, you can see that this is connected to this, so much so that we could say that together these make a larger paragraph. That's why I have a double space here and a double space here. Now, this is the last chapter that I'm doing of the books that I'm going to compile all together. So this is, okay, now it's saying I didn't connect to the server, and yet I'm there, and I'm there, and I don't know, but I'll just go with it. Now, the thing here is this is the last chapter. I'm going to put all the books together and put them in a correct order, and we'll have the truest story from the Bible in the first person's writing. This is going to be King David, so because his name is here, I need it here. Now that I've gotten rid of it there, oops, David. Now this story is going to be right after David became king. So here he just didn't say he is king, so now he commanded Job his commander to, whoops, I did that wrong, to go to all the tribes in Israel. Now here David is talking about the nation Israel created by our Creator. So this is how I designate the word Israel. So when this helps the reader to understand how the people would be having different ways of saying Israel as a nation, our Creator, Israel the male, Israel the nation that was after our Creator divided into two. And then I also designated when they're divided into two, whether they're a good nation or not a nation when they're going against our Creator. To all the tribes in Israel and count. I don't think they had the word register back then. So this also helps those 12-year-olds to be able to read the text without opening up a secular dictionary. Now, to count and count, this has to be males. For the simple fact that he's looking for how big it is this army. Later, we'll find out down here. Somewhere, I think, is because he's the commander. He's looking for, because he could send out anybody. He wants to know who, by our Creator, said those from 25 years and older can go out for war. And so that's what I'm saying here is these males here, that I may know the number. But Job said to the king, now that doesn't sound right. But Job said, I don't think I want to use this. Let YV, our Creator, add 2 people. Because I've got 1, 2, 3 verses. This is 1, 2, 3. That's why I split it. 100 times as many as they are now. But that one I'm reading it, that sounds like it's a comma here and a period here. So maybe it has changed formats. So I'm going to be testing here. Let YV, our Creator, add to our people 100 times as many no, that's not what I was hoping. So if it gets back to a 3 verse here, and I added this word, I better do that. See, that is almost a 4 verse again. Oh, my Lord. And what I'm seeing here is I don't like the way it is. So if I have to add, go about would be go around. Now to all the tribes in Israel, and count the males, that I know their number. These two are not, this is not a tribe, that's a city. They try to make it a city. Dan is in the middle, so they wouldn't be counting because he's saying to go to all the tribes in Israel. But this would be the time that I'd add a sentence or verse. That I can ready for war. Now I get what I wanted in there. But I have to say that I added everything because I know the laws of our Creator, 25 years and older. If you're counting just the people, that doesn't make sense. You're sending a commander to do that? No, the commander's got to be looking for the ready for war. So I know the number. I don't like the word that. I use this. That I can ready for war. And know their numbering. And know their number. And I'm going to put S on the end because it's going to be particularly that he's looking for the counting of each tribe. Give me the total of each tribe. Because that way he'll know how to send them or array them in battle. Okay. But Job said, let YHVH, our Creator, add to your people, add to our people 100 times. This I don't need anymore. Males 100 times. But why does my Lord and King I don't think he's really delight. So why does my Lord and King want to know why does my Lord and King want to know his numbers? Well, nevertheless, the king's words prevailed against Job. Against captains. So now let's see here. Nevertheless, the king's words prevailed. Let me see if there's a different word for 12-year-olds here. Prevailed against Job's and against the captains. So Job and the captains went to count the males for war in the tribes of Israel. So this text, when I was reading it ahead of time, this didn't make any sense why they would have been doing any of this. So I'm just going to cut it up. Let's see, these aren't tribes' names. And here, these guys have been dead for years. They were chased off the land or killed. And then, well, Judah. So the thing here is none of this actually. Now this here, it says how long it took to do this. That's almost a full year, and they are more proficient in that, and because all I had to go to is the head of the family and ask. So I'm sure the captains for each of the tribes called them together and said, count them. And Job gave him number of or their Israel. Now, when I'm reading this text again, a lot of this here where it says, I have sinned greatly, well, he doesn't know that he's sinned yet. We're going to find out here pretty soon. And here it is, what our Creator got mad about. When David arose in the morning, words from YV came to say Gad, but I can't use Gad because this is a tribe's name. So just add this to make Gadai. Gadai. Now David's seer is wrong here, but this is a 4-verse. So this, we know he's a prophet here. He's David's seer. That's just wrong. Saying to him, go and speak to David. This was now I can't have this is, let me do this here real quick. This was said. I need this word. There it is. Now here, by YV. Now I can say it like this and say this down. I'm going to say, I'm just moving it over here. By YV, I am offering you, that's 4-verse, 3 they're not things, they're events. They're events And because I've read the story already, so that helps. Events. Yeah. Choose one and choose one of them. And you are to choose one of them. Okay. And I will do and I will do it. Now, how does this all of a sudden came to David and told him, I don't think I need this verse. Well, 7 years of drought come to you, come. Don't need this here. And I don't like 7. That's wiping out their everything. So that would be too severe. So I'm going to put 1 year because this is about what David is supposed to choose. So it's not to be the severest punishment, but you'll see when you see the 3 here, or will you flee 3 months before your enemies? Will they pursue you? So, battle. He never flees. You battle for 3 months before your enemies. They pursue you. Okay, so you see that these are all about putting them on David's shoulders here. So this, now it has to be the 3rd, or will there be 3 days? of days of these diseases? How do you spell diseases? Make sure, because I'm not even convinced when I see it. The double dagger, no. Hold on. Let me get this as if I'm texting somebody. Let them type it out for me. Oops, come on, get over to a message board. How many diseases are there? Okay. So DISEAS. Okay. Before I send that message, better erase it. All right. How many diseases? 3 days of diseases. On your people in your land. Okay, so this, this, this. So this is like this. This is our creator doing these. Okay, or his words. So I honor and respect our creator by doing this type of wording. Now consider and see. Now consider what answer you are to consider and think what answer you choose. Choose. Okay, now that was a test run. Now let me see what's going on here. Now you are to consider and think of what answer you choose. that I return. So now it's the prophet just saying he's looking for an answer. That I return that I will, if you will choose, now return. Creator can hear him. So what's going to do? So he doesn't need to go back and tell him. So answer. Think of what answer you choose and return. You can't return to our creator. So how did they say that can't be said that way? You cannot demand our creator to come back and listen to you. So now you are to consider and think of what answer you will choose. And I just have to say that this is out. And I'm going to go back up to here. Do it. And he will do it. Whoops, he will do it. So and he will do it. Now this, you can't return, say, okay, I'm back, creator, come here and let me tell you. I just don't, that just is not how, that makes me laugh a little bit. So oversalted words when you really think about it. Then David said, David, that I am in great distress. Let us know accept the will David said together. I am in good distress. Well, if I do this, David said, don't need this. I am in great distress. Let us now fall. Let us accept. Let us accept YV. For his mercies are great. Do not let. No, this isn't what he would say. He was not afraid of battle, so that couldn't be right. Sure is on to destroy it. YV or the end of the well, now relax your hand. I doubt this is needed. David spake to YV. I saw angel calling. Said, behold, sin. I erred because sin, there's only 12 of them, and they're the 12 commandments. Because you needed a sin offering, so the word sin is wrong. It is I who have angered you. Look, for counting of the people, this is just wrong. So all this, I don't think happened. For his mercies are great. Mercy is his kindness. And if I go all the way down here, let's accept the will of YV. And I'm not going to put this in. I'm not going to put this in. And said, now, right here, now is, I'm good. Oh, now, let's say, and said, now it is I who have angered him. I who have done as I who have done wrong. But these sheep, it's not these sheep. It can't be that way. He wouldn't talk like that. He'd be concerned that they're his people. He doesn't want them to suffer for what he did. So, but these people, but our people, that's the better word. So I'm going to say I added that. That's out. This is out. But our people, what have they done? Please, this displease YV that is. Oops. I want to take this, get rid of it here. That his hand be against. And this, where is the word Israel? Okay, I just should have put it in. So, now this part of this doesn't make any sense to me either. So they said to him, to go up and erect an altar to YHVH. Now, this is not true. This cannot be true for the simple fact, one, these guys don't exist. They're trying to say that these are people from Jerusalem. That's absolutely false. Erect an altar. The large altar for our Creator was made for the king, so David wouldn't have to do this, and it wouldn't be on a threshing floor. He has it in our Creator's courtyard. That's what it is designed for. David, or no, and Gadi. Oh, it's got a lock capsule. And Gadi returned David that day. And said to him, I got to find better words. You know, it's not going to be true. This is not going to be true. The burnt offerings, they're trying to introduce burnt offerings, and that's what happens to the sin offering. They put wood underneath it, and the muscles that are hung on the hooks over the altar are burnt up. And then what happens, what that means is that it'll turn to smoke. And the head of the family that's sitting out there to atone for their sin, he sees that his offering is now being sent up as smoke, and the smoke will disappear, which shows that our Creator will forgive him and forget. So this is wrong, and this is wrong, and this is wrong. I'm trying to see what words I can use because this is not. This got to be wrong now. But what I'm seeing here is is way down here that there's this peace offering. Go to go to your priest, go to the highest priest. Highest priest. And his altar to OIV. A peace offering. So what I've done is I've added all this, but this is like this. Go to highest priest, and that would be the 4th verse. And I added all this, so like this. Go to our highest priest, and on his altar offer on your altar. It's made for the king, so it has to be your. Whoops. Altar offer. A peace offering. Now this will go to that last one, that last verse here. So Gadai returned to David that day and said to him, go to our highest priest, and on your altar is offer a peace offering to him. And what I got to do is I got to move this over here. We will this is going to be hold. Back. Is it hold back? From his choices. Okay, yes, I definitely did. Oops. I definitely did make this mine. But that is what needs to be done for the simple fact that already 70,000 people. What was it? Where is it? $70,000 men. You know how long it takes to bury that many people? Anyways, I'm seeing that this can't be true, because if he's killed that many, then why is David even saying these words? For his mercy is his kindness, and said, now it is I who angered him, and it was I who have done wrong. But our people, what have they done to displease? Why be that his hand be against Israel? So these, I'm not thinking I'm adding really to this. This I have to start influencing to get to this, which is pretty much where I'm now starting to make up what he's going to do, because it can't be David that makes the offering. The high priest has to. That's a command from our Creator. So then on your altar, which means the large altar, offer a peace offering to him, and YV will back from his choices, will hold back from his choices. And I think that, because if he's killed 70,000 and David's going on, then why would he ask him to do anything else? It would be over. That was his choice. So reasonably and logically, that doesn't make sense that he's got to go buy a deal, make his own altar, which would be against our Creator. So other than that, I'm going to have finally the end text here for 2 Samuel. And what I got to do is I got to put all this together now. And now comes the fun part of putting the book together as one great big long story. And oops, where to go? So that, I think I will maybe stream that, because that would be like a couple 10-hour long streams. It's just something to stream, I guess. Not so much that I will probably keep it as to record. Oops. This should have been here. I need this as a 5 point, not italic. It's supposed to be a 5 point. Okay. Evening came, and David went up on the roof of his house, and from the roof he saw a woman washing, and Bathsheba was beautiful. Whoops. Double space. And David sent his messenger to get her. To become his wife. Then Bathsheba birthed a son, and he named him Solomon. Now that's a 4 verse, and that's a 4 verse. Now we have the birth. Oh, I'm back. I'm too fast. I got to get down here to chapter 24. This is where I'm at. So how come this didn't get cleaned up? Out of all the text, I think this is one that I can say this is a rare occasion to do this right here in the text. But that's why our Creator made me see him and sent me here to be as truthful as possible, understanding all the laws, statutes, laws, and commands, and make sure that they hold true throughout the text. But if I got 2 here, I need 2 here, and 1 here, and 2 here, 1 here, 2 here. David and told us this here, so I have to highlight that as our Creator's words. Events. Now you see how it's 3 verse and 4 verse. So I try to note it because I don't want people to think I don't know these are like that. But it's back to 4 verse. That's yours to choose from, and I will do it before you counted your men, warriors. Now that is this is 2 spaces. This is 1 space. This will be 2 spaces. This will be 1. This will be 2. That's 1. That's 2. That's 1. This has to be 2. Now let me read it this way, because if it does this, then I may know the number. That's larger. Now this, if I do this, I'm trying to see whether this verse I could get rid of. Yeah, I'm seeing that I'm going to combine these 2 into 1. And I'm going to say that, and that are out. But Job said, why does numbers? Okay, so that is, now it becomes, whoops, 1 here, and then 2 here, and if I pull it out, you can see now how beautiful that text really is when it does a space between, and I guess if I pull it over here, you can see it better. Yep. Okay, I'm liking the text because what I'm quickly looking to see how good these are paired together to become a paragraph. And that they were falling really good. And then to do all this editing, this would be the most untruthful words out of this that I would say is what he's saying. So other than that, I'm done with this video for the day, and hope you join me as I continually put all these books now together, and we have one great big long story. Okay.